Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spell Brigade. The game is out in 1.0 in all of its glory. It's on Steam. It's always been on Steam, but we're going to get in and see what's new in the 1.0. I've played a little bit of the 1.0. A couple rounds here. We have titles now. Quest. We have some new quests. I've noticed we got new quests here. I had all of the outfit quests done at one point, except for like. And maybe this is it, like 7. I was gonna say 5 or 6, but it might be 7. But we have this new guy, Nelly, and he, if you look right here, he's not great. He, his ability or his attack or whatever, or his weapon, he drops a bell on the ground and then it just sits there, and you have to run through it and it explodes, and it only hurts things on like an outer ring around the bell, but not near the bell, and they don't automatically go off, and they go away after like 5 seconds that they fall on the map. But that's the attack. I'm not a big fan of it. I played him a couple times, not super impressed. Instead, I've been playing whoever gives me right here the bonus. So let's just go with the Wizard King. Let's check out the outfits we got. We still have this, which you have to kill 404 enemies with your resurrection beam. That's really hard to do when you don't die. I've been dying on purpose to try to get that up a little bit, and it's really hard to do. And then you have to make him ascend. I'm not sure what that means. I believe that's a new 1.0 thing, but yeah, I'm not sure what ascending means. But we have a new talent tree. I've been spending points in here, and I don't know. Let's just rock this and see what's going on. We'll turn on friendly fire, just because I don't want to be hurting myself with, like, my own ability, right? And we'll do normal threat in a normal realm, and we're just going to send it. We're just going to go and see how this goes. Now, like I said, I've done a couple runs on 1.0 with multiple different characters, and it's harder. It's definitely, some things are easier, some things are harder, but I would say overall it's harder than it was. But it's still, you know, it's still not that bad. It's really not that bad. Okay. Nice. You just line them up and just split them. Oh, that's not why I wanted to shoot that. Oh, beautiful. Okay. And get them. Oh. Nope. We are, let's go with some base damage. Base damage 5% means everything goes up 5%. When I say everything, all 4 of my abilities. They all go up 5%, which is really nice. Okay. Yeah, usually I'm going to do that. Instead of going up 7% in one thing, or, you know, 10% in one thing, I think I'd rather have 5% across the board. Now, you know, if you can go up in like 20% in something, that's a big difference. But spell damage right here, we'll do another 10%. And we've gone up in damage 3 times in a row on this. So this thing's hitting like an absolute truck for level 4. We're doing really well right now. Just kind of moving around, lining them up, and then picking up the XP orbs, which I believe they changed the name of the XP orbs to mana. I don't remember it being called mana in the early access, but when you see cards that we're picking, like these cards right here, you'll see, well, not these cards, but you'll see it say, like, increase mana grab range, which I believe means you're picking up the mana balls off the ground, how far away you have to be before you can pick those up. It's the mana grab range. Let's revolve this. I don't like any of those. The stars aren't bad. I'll hit the stars. The stars are pretty cool, especially when you get like 3 or 4 of them falling at the same time and they just start falling really fast. That's really fun. Okay. And we're just knocking stuff silly here. Waiting for like our next... There's our stampede. Okay, I was going to say our next like group of guys to come out. But right now they're coming out really dang slow. Okay. These shooting stars are just nuking these guys. Alright, we can do the cast speed, crit chance 6%. crit chance is really nice in this game. If you hold down left shift, you can see our stuff over here. Our crit chance is 26% right now, which is pretty nice. I really like that. That's a high crit chance. Normally you start with 10%, but now it looks like we started with 20%, and because we just added 6 and we're at 6%, or 26%. Alright, Brazers. This challenge is tough to do when it's late game, because then you get a lot of guys walking around. It's hard to get to all the Brazers. We'll go with spell damage. Sure, shooting stars up. Alright, where's our fifth one? It's down here, isn't it? Yeah, it's down at the bottom. Let's go back up here. Okay, don't hurt me! Thank you. Here we go. Alright, and we got that. What's our reward? We'll do the falling star damage by 25%. Nice, it just killed him in one shot. Okay. Crit chance by 9%. Hell yeah. So now our crit chance is 35%. Now we're high enough on our crit chance that you want to start going up in crit damage. Obviously you want more crit chance, but now you can start focusing on crit damage and it doesn't feel like a complete waste. Like if your crit chance is only 10%, you don't want to be putting a lot of stock in crit damage because it's only a 10% thing. But now it's a 35% thing, which is a big difference in games like this. So now it's worth to be putting stock in your critical hit or critical damage. Alright, we got another upgrade. We'll go with just basic spell damage on our magic missile. We need to get it to level 7. Our magic missile, once you get it to level 7, you can infuse it with an element, which isn't a new thing from the early access, but it does increase the damage of your weapon pretty significantly. Okay, I gotta pick all these up, run around and round them up. That's the only thing about having this shooting star, is that you get orbs everywhere. At least with the magic missile, you can kind of like dictate where they're gonna fall. But with the shooting star, you can't really dictate it because it's hitting guys everywhere on the map. Cast speed, movement speed is nice, but we'll go with more damage. I'm gonna try to get that magic missile up to 7 as soon as we can here. And if you can just stack a bunch of damage to where you can start killing things while you're running, that's great. Because a lot of times I'll be playing this game, and I'm not strong enough to kill things in just a couple shots. So you gotta, like, you know, kite them around, run around like this, wait for your AoE stuff to, like, you know, go off and do damage. But if you can kill things while you're actively moving like this, that's huge. So you want a strong weapon. This is nice. I'm going with the speed. Speed of 9%. Base speed, which means all my abilities are 9% faster. Alright. Look at this. Our magic missile is so strong, it's killing things. It's killing these stampede guys, which is pretty impressive. I mean, it's more of a common thing the later you get in the game. But this early, killing something in the stampede, I think is impressive. Alright. One thing I don't remember, I used to kind of have it down, is where on this timeline up here does our progress have to be before the chests start spawning in? Because I think there's like 3 or 4, there's one. There's 3 or 4 chests every game, and they spawn in at certain, you know, progression points. And we got 1. Your damage is increased by 1%. No, let's reroll all these. We got 3 more rerolls. Let's see. The less health you have, the more movement speed you get. Luck is increased by 1 for every time you don't reroll. Let's try that. Alright, let's pick all this up. Here comes one of those freaking mole guys. Range or speed? Let's go with range. And then we need to upgrade our magic missile one more time, and we'll be able to infuse another element into it. Well, I guess infuse a element into it, because there's not one in there. But then you get it to 14, I think. And you can go up again. You can put another element into it. Mana gain, ooh. I'm going with that. So that means our XP goes up 17% faster, which is huge. Complete the sacrifice. I think this means we have to kill the guys in the circle. It's a blue circle, I believe. Yeah. Alright. Makes sense that it's down here in the circle. Like this circle of rocks. Alright. Kind of kiting everything around here and then blow them up with this guy. Alright. Oh god. Alright, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't watching for him. Magic missile. And this should give me... We'll do fire damage. I like the dark damage. But the dark damage ends up mind controlling creatures. Where they don't necessarily follow you around and fight for you. They just kind of turn around and wander into enemies. And they do damage enemies. And enemies damage them. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like a straight up mind control where they follow you around like little familiars. We'll go with the orbs. The orbs are nice. Okay, we got that. What's our reward? What do we get? An augmentation. Orb caster and burst. And these split into 2. Let's do this. So now our missiles split into 2. And they're gonna... It doesn't say the damage is halved when they split into 2. It's just they split into 2 when they reach the end of their life, and they're doing 100% damage, I believe. I've never looked to see if that's right, but I don't see any argument against, you know, assuming that that's correct. Okay, we'll go spell damage 15%. That's nice. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're hitting very hard now. Now, I feel like walking around the map just looking for a chest. I don't think there's one yet. I don't believe we're gonna get one yet. But they kind of spawn in the same area. There's only like a few areas in every map that these chests are gonna spawn. I don't remember where they're at because I haven't played this game in a while. Except for the couple times I've played it, you know, over the last few days. But, I used to know all these maps extremely well. Alright, we'll go with some spell damage on the orbs. Alright, I'm just making laps here. We'll blow that guy up. Very nice. We're doing a lot of damage. This is very impressive. Now, is this the most damage I've ever been doing? No, probably not. But we're doing a lot of damage with our magic missile. Okay. Got you. Just kind of zigzagging my way through here. We'll go with cast speed on the orbs. Okay. Alright. And I'm gonna die. Oh my god. There's a health in there. I kind of need it. Can I go around and get it? Like this? Are they going to let me get it? They're not going to let me get it. They let me get it. Okay, I'll take it. And we're getting out of here. We are totally getting out of here. Alright, let's go this way. That's a level up. Alright, we... Magic missile cast speed, 25%. That's a big one. That's nice. Okay. Down this way and around, and when this next objective comes out, I think the next chest is also going to spawn. That's my guess. That hurt. That hurt quite a bit, actually. I think I'm probably going to die. But, if you look in the bottom left, I have 2 revives. So, I'll be able to revive myself. And since you know, we have that challenge where you have to kill things with your resurrection beam, hopefully I'll be able to kill a lot of things on my way back in. There we go. Alright, let's kill all these guys. Right here. Oh yeah. Alright. That was nice. Alright, and now we need to play soccer. We gotta kick these balls into the big circle. Health regeneration, let's go with that. I'll go with that. I don't think it's gonna help any, but I'll go ahead and we'll hit it. Okay, this is an annoying one. Where this is laid out at. I don't like this. Yeah, I missed it. We're going this way. Keep going this way. Oh, this is bad. This is not a good spot for these freaking soccer balls. Okay. Alright, there's a magnet. It's gonna grab all the XP for me, which is gonna be nice. Go with more damage on the missile. And base damage, everything goes up 10%. That's a very nice one. I'll take that. And I can't pick this for the life of me. This is why I don't play soccer IRL. Okay. And we go, are you serious? Well, you know, that was just bad. That was awful. I can't believe I died right there. I saw the stampede break on the bottom portion of the screen, but I thought I had enough light to survive. That was only 11 minutes. That was very pathetic. That was bad. That was pathetic. Yeah, we did, all of our damage came from basically our magic missile. Well, no, Falling Stars did quite a bit. A lot, actually, and we barely upgraded that. That's something else. Wow. Okay. Yeah, see, when the 1.0 came out, they kind of rebalanced everything, and you gotta, like, teach yourself again which things are more powerful and what aren't more powerful. But, I am very happy with how strong our magic missile was. But our Falling Stars were even stronger. We were doing a lot of damage. We didn't have much survivability, though. The problem there was all of our damage was single target damage. We didn't have any AoE things to take care of big waves of enemies. Everything I had was hitting one guy. Like, yeah, our magic missile, you know, penetrated a little bit, but it's still, you're hitting just a couple targets instead of a circle on the ground. Oh well. Well, I'll try it again. I'll do better. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.